Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. He's Mike Brenner. We, of course, are the odds couple. We come from sportsbookreview.com, SBRodds.com, SBRforum.com. Mike Brenner, it's the AFC and NFC championship games in the NFL playoffs.
This season flew by, buddy.
We are going to talk with Al McMorty from BigAl.com. Now, I want to start off this video by saying that Al McMorty is an extremely well-respected handicapper. I trust him implicitly. I love hearing his breakdowns.
Me too.
But last week, he once again went head-to-head with Mike Brenner. And I also want to say that Al McMorty is far from the only handicapper who's lost to you head-to-head repeatedly this year. Mike Brenner, Al McMorty, you went head-to-head with Mike Brenner once again last week. And once again, Mike Brenner came out on the right side. Al?
I
sorry.
was waiting for Mike to brag.
Because I don't even do that, my friend. I was going to say, only thing I was going to say, well, at least one of us took the bookie's money, and hey, Al, can I buy you a drink?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, look, Mike's had a terrific year. I've actually had a terrific year too.
Yes.
I mean, 82 and 54, my last 136 football plays.
Fantastic.
But no, I here on the show, I gave out the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'll stand by that decision. It was a close game. Kansas City, if they had converted that 2-point play at the end of the game, who knows what would have happened, but it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, it's just something weird going on this year because lots of handicappers have had great records, including in our videos. It's just whenever they go head-to-head with Brenner, this year he's winning at like 80 or 90% of
and
the
again,
time.
like Al said, he's had a great year, 82 and 48.
And a great career.
He's one of my mentors,
and of course.
Hey, we'll take the lucky streaks when they come, and I'm sure Al will exactly say the same. Between the videos and Twitter, Al, I have 21 picks out for the 2 weeks of playoffs, not including what's coming this week. And, again, luck plays into it,
yes.
but I'm 19 and 2.
There you go. There's the brag. There's the brag. All right, so let's the game we're going to cover
and documented.
We will see if we have another head-to-head here because the game we're going to talk about right now, Green Bay and Atlanta. And Mike Brenner, of course, gave a great call on Atlanta last week. This week, did not hesitate. Likes Atlanta once again. He gave it on the Monday show. It was
Cashed with
-4.
both of these teams last week.
Exactly, and so it was a little bit tough for him to break this one down, but it was -4 when he gave it out on Monday. Now it's up to 4.5 or 5, and of course the total on this game is absolutely eye-popping 60 or 61. Mm-hmm. But if you look at the recent results of both of these teams, it makes sense. They repeatedly putting up 30 points a game. Both they already met once this year. That game went to 65.
Two hottest teams going into the playoffs.
In light of that, the total it appears to be justified. This is a tough one. We'll see what Al McMorty has to say on it. What unique light he has to shed on it based on maybe some technical data. Al McMorty, Green Bay, Atlanta. What's your take on this game?
Well, yeah, I mean, the Green Bay obviously is red hot. They've won 8 in a row. They're 7-1 ATS in those 8 games, and they've scored 30 or more points in each of their past 6 games. And when they played earlier this year, as you just touched upon, the game went down to the wire. Atlanta won the ball game 33-32. There were no turnovers in that ball game. It was very evenly played. Atlanta outgained Green Bay by just 36 yards. So one can easily make a case for the Green Bay Packers as a 5-point underdog in this game. The problem for me is that, Atlanta is a very different animal than what Green Bay just faced in the Dallas Cowboys. Atlanta has a very seasoned quarterback. Moreover, Atlanta has been scoring at a historic rate this season. They've averaged almost 34 points per game to rank as the 8th best team in the modern era of all the playoff teams with that kind of offensive production. But you have to put it into context. Atlanta just faced the league's toughest schedule from a defensive standpoint this season. The teams that they played throughout the year, that was the toughest slate in the entire league of team defense. And yet they still put up almost 34 points a game. So when you view it in that context, you can easily make the argument that Atlanta's offense is the second best ever in the NFL, ranking only behind the 2013 version of the Denver Broncos with Peyton Manning. So I just don't know how Green Bay is going to be able to keep up with Atlanta. Now, if Green Bay had a championship-worthy defense, well, then maybe you can make the argument. The fact is they don't. Green Bay allows 24 points per game. And NFL teams that give up at least 19.5 points per game, they've been awful on the road in the conference championship round. They've covered just 6 of 22 since 1980, including just 1 and 8 against the spread if they allowed more than 21 in the quarterfinal round, which, of course, Green Bay just did. So I think it's going to be very difficult for Green Bay to keep pace with Matty Ryan and the Atlanta offense.
Wow. We are
There you
driving
go.
to the bank together, and
You're
I love
on the
that.
same side, although Al McMorty is
Absolutely.
going to have to take for the purpose of our record keeping 4.5
He's
because
safe.
four
It's
is
safe.
not
It's
four is
safe.
not
It's
val-
problem. No
yeah.
problem, buddy. They're going to cover that. And I know the last one was a
Unbelievable.
1-point game.
Yes.
You know what? It's very believable.
Wow.
And Al just laid some numbers out. Numbers do not lie. I want to
There
lay
you
something
go.
out also. It's emotion and momentum. When Dan Quinn beat, literally his mentor, all right, and that just took him to another level. And that offense rallied around. And I love going deep. Found out that yes, sure, indeed, they had a players meeting. We need to get this done for the coach, and they did last week. That team's going to take that momentum on top of Matt Ryan, and absolutely brilliant the way Al said it.
Yep.
All right, Green Bay, this isn't Dak Prescott, and I'm not taking nothing away from that kid. He's just a brilliant, he's a young kid. Yeah. He's really good. This is a seasoned, dangerous offense that right now they don't think they can lose to anybody, and that's really dangerous. Momentum and emotion pours forward. They're going to cover the half. They're going to cover the game, and you better look at Atlanta, New England in the Super Bowl, baby.
Unreal. All right,
Damn it,
so
I can't
no
wait.
head-to-head this week on this game. Al McMorty and Mike Renner both liking Atlanta. Al McMorty's website, of course, is bigal.com, and Al McMorty, of course, has had a long career of success at his website and also in tournaments. Al McMorty 1 year won he's had some very impressive finishes in the Hilton contest,
Well, that's
both in
why
the mini
he's
contest
one of my
and the
mentors
big
when
ones.
I first got into this.
Al,
I read his bio, and I'm not kidding you.
Before we give a plug for your website, what's your history in the Hilton contest and the contest in general? Refresh my memory.
Last year I won the mini contest.
Yeah.
The year before, Scott Spreitzer and I teamed up. We finished, I think, 9th in the contest out of like 1,700
That's
entrants.
impressive.
I won the Stardust Invitational, I think, in 2004. So, and then I won the $100,000 World Series of Sports Handicap. And I think that was in 2005 or 2006. I can't remember. But it's, I've had a lot of success over the past 25 years.
Holy crap, that would be terrifying.
I got a great idea.
If Al ever
I
entered
got
the beat
a great
the
idea.
What's
How
that?
about Al and Scott Spreitzer go up against me and you? That would
That's
be
a
great.
terrible idea.
Win or no, it isn't. Win or lose, who cares? We'll
We're
have
going to get
fun.
embarrassed. That's a terrible
Maybe,
idea.
Mike, you and
Yeah.
I should team up for the Hilton next year. We can go
Yeah,
partners
see, look,
next
Al
year.
loves that.
All
It's
right.
like more stupid money in these contests that I kick ass in. All right,
I
Al
love it.
McMorty. Let's just stick to beat the prick. Right?
All right. Well, I don't even
Easier
like that
competition
prick.
there.
Fuck that prick.
All right, Al McMorty, your website is bigal.com. Tell us about that.
Sure. Well, I've been in business 25 years. Folks can go to bigal.com and get my best selections. This week, in fact, I have my 5-star NFL game of the year. I don't have very many 5-star plays. I've only had 13 5-star NFL plays over the past 8 years, cashing 67%, going 8-4 with a push on those 13. So I've got my number one play of the entire season this weekend. It's not in this game. It's in the other game, guys, so you don't have to worry about that.
Wow.
And that's my 5-star NFL game of the year. Last week, we won our divisional round game of the year on the Atlanta Falcons. I won my wild card round game of the year on Houston against Oakland. And this is my 5-star NFL game of the year, the strongest play I've seen all NFL season. Just $30, folks, and go to the picks for sale page. And if you just want to get complimentary selections, I have 4 free plays every single day at the website, 2 from myself, 1 from Larry Ness, 1 from the aforementioned Scott Spreitzer. And you can go to bigal.com and click on free picks to get all of that information.
Holy crap, a 5-star play in the Pittsburgh-New England game.
I love it. I can't
wonder
wait for
what
this
it
next
is.
video.
I wonder
I
what
think
it is.
I know what it is.
Yep, you can find.
I think I know
I can
what
make
it
a
is.
guess, but you can
know.
find out for sure at Al McMorty's website, bigal.com. Big Al McMorty, thanks so much as always, and hopefully we'll be able to do a bunch of videos with you when the Super Bowl matchup is finally determined.
Thanks, Al. Always a pleasure working with you.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.